Welcome to Candid Conversations. I am your co-host, Coach Ken Canyon, aka the professor, aka the doctor, aka your guy. What's up, my co-host?
Hello, I am comedian Simply Net, Grand Canions, and Wookie. Welcome. Thank you guys for joining us on this fabulous Thursday night.
You didn't say aka in front of none of yours.
AKA.
All right. So look, we back for another episode of Candid Conversations. And last week, I'm going to get into what we're going to talk about. But last week we talked about cutting ties.
Cutting ties.
And one of those videos has got over 1 million views on all our platforms.
Oh, wow.
It's got over 1 million views.
Oh, wow.
Well, about that time when you said that, you know, the 7 whole days thing, and you said you kind of left and did your thing and let me, when you rolled off and was saying, if
Did
I'm
we
not
talk about that on the video, or is this another video that you put out?
It's another video we put out, but we talked about something similar about leaving a relationship.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, I didn't want anybody to go look for it in last week's thing. That was something that you did, but it did. I couldn't believe that the response from that.
Yeah, it's been crazy. But before we get into tonight's convo, I wanted to say, listen, y'all, we are in the holiday season. And so normally we have a sponsor for the show. Y'all know. But what's sponsoring this show is our Black Friday deals. If you go to coachkencanion.com, click on products, click on store. And what we're doing, especially our Moment of Truth game that we're going to talk about tonight, if you put in BLK 2024, you get 20% off of all of our products, books, games, digital products. We got all kinds of stuff. We got courses, classes. All you got to do is click on courses and classes. You'll see everything we've done for 20% off.
So they can use that code on anything?
On anything.
Okay.
Code on anything. BLK 2024. And you get 20% off.
Very good.
We've been shipping out a whole bunch of orders. Thank you for all of the people who follow us, all of the people who subscribe, all of the people who support what we're doing. And just remember, y'all, there'll be great stocking stuffers.
Stocking stuffers. These would be great stocking stuffers. They would. They really, really. It's like, talking about the game.
Yeah.
The books as well. Yeah. So it great. What did you call it though?
I don't know what I said.
I can't remember the word you just said, but they'll be great stocking stuffers. Yes.
I remember you used to stuff stockings, didn't you?
Never.
That wasn't you who put no stockings in
Santa.
there? Oh.
It was never me. It's always Santa.
Santa just look, he was just short,
Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm just
Don't
saying
do
short. Santa looked
He
a
was
little.
going to say round was about to come next.
No, I wasn't gonna say
yes,
round.
You was about to say
I wasn't
round.
gonna say no
Stocky.
round.
You was about to say something.
I wasn't gonna say that. See, that's how you start.
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say short with long hair. Now Santa didn't normally, and
That good save,
and then he had
y'all.
no
The
beard.
good save.
Yeah, okay. All right. So tonight you sent me a video. And I got some stuff to say about it. I even wrote it down.
Oh, wow.
I even took notes on it on my phone.
Very good.
So we're gonna talk about it. But before we talk about it, let's watch this.
Let me tell you something about my wife. All of the stuff that they say you're not supposed to do on social media to get a man, she did every single one of them.
Really?
She walked up to me. I was looking at her and I was like, damn, she fucking fine. But I got to be cool. I was like, what's up?
Yeah.
The whole night, we was sitting there chopping it up. And then at the end of the night, I was trying to do what my pops tell me to do. My uncle, they like, yo, you don't be too thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Let her walk away a little bit. Then you grab her arm and you just be like, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? That was, I was like, she grabbed my thing and said, yo, since you ain't gonna ask me for my number, I'm gonna just give it to you. Took the number down. I called her the whole summer. She did not answer. She's a pageant girl. She was on the road.
Okay.
I'm thinking she trying to play me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, fuck this. I ain't chasing after you, man. I got an 89 maximum, 2000. I got black rims on that joint with 2 subwoofers. I'm vibing
I'm
right
him.
now. I'm him.
I'm him.
You know what I'm saying? And she called me, and I was like, what the fuck? She said, hello. And then she was just like, hey, handsome. And I immediately went back to the way my dad told me to be. I was just like, what's up? Stop laughing. You see you laughing. This is the problem. You're not trying to listen.
I'm sorry.
So, I watch my man. I've watched him on different shows, Tyler Perry, and I like him. But I started watching him before I knew he was on TV.
Right.
And because he says some of the realest stuff in relationships, him and his wife and everything. So, but my question before I give you my take, I got a lot of different angles I want to go with just that video.
Okay.
But I wanted to get your take on it. Because he was saying my wife broke all the rules.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Are there any rules anymore? There are no rules anymore. Like, I feel like when we were dating, there were rules.
Okay.
But those rules are null and void in 2024. Those young folk now, they don't date like we used to date. It's a whole different ball game. And so for us, that would have been breaking a rule. But now I'm like, go for it, girl.
So I'm glad you brought that up. Are there any rules? So a lot of people out there, and let me get to my notes because I took some notes. But there are a lot of people out there listening to a whole bunch of people giving them rules, right? They're advising people, because I wrote this down. They're giving advice. Don't do this. Do this. Don't do that. But here's what I say. There are rules, but the rules are not created by relationship gurus like us. But we can give you suggestions of what we think works, but the rules are made by you.
Okay. I was going to say,
You
what?
create your own rules of how you're going to operate in dating.
So would you do that? Could you create your own rules individually, or do you create your own rules as a couple, or do you do both?
So, but this is before they were couples.
Okay,
this was dating. So there are two different things. There are the rules that you go by when you're dating, or in other words, we call them standards. All right. Another
standards.
Another word for rule is standard.
Okay.
And then there are standards in the relationship that both of you create.
Okay.
Okay, that both of you create and understand what those standards are. But let's talk about dating first.
Okay.
He said my wife broke all the rules. Now they've been married a long time, 30 years. So it's back in the day. I think it's 30 years they've been together. I think it was 30 years.
Okay.
Because
he's in he's 45, I think. Now he's in his 40s. So they've been
there over 20 years. I don't know the exact time.
Okay.
But they've been over 20 years. But here's what I'm gonna say. What I mean by establishing standards is you have to say, okay, here's the standard for me. Here's how I'm going to operate within a relationship. If you feel as a woman, it is okay to initiate a conversation with a guy, then that's your standard. Now, your friend might be like, I ain't gonna never say nothing. I don't believe in saying that. That might be her standard. But in this particular case, but I like what she did. Can I break down what she did? Ooh, it was good. What she did first was, because a lot of guys, at first you got to go back to understanding people. The number one fear of every human being is the fear of rejection. And men fear it just as much as women. And that is the reason why a woman, like, if he interested in me, he'll come to me. He might. But he wants to avoid rejection much like you want to avoid it. So she said, it's okay for me to initiate the conversation. I believe it's okay for a woman to initiate the conversation. I don't believe it's okay for a woman to chase a man after the conversation is initiated, but I believe I'm okay. Bite the hook. If he's looking at you, you looking at, but I know you ain't the kind of person that would do
So what
that.
would be considered chase though? Because if I'm gonna come after you, then what I'm gonna stop for when I get to a certain point?
Well,
if it's okay for me to approach you,
I said initiate the conversation.
yeah. If it's okay for me to approach you and then, I initiate the conversation. I'm interested in you, and then that's just it. I leave the ball in your court after that.
Sure. So let me. Okay, can I give you a real scenario?
Okay.
So this is a real scenario. You see me in the grocery store, and me and you on the same aisle looking at the evaporated milk. This carnation milk, right? And then I look at you, and and I go back to looking at my milk, but I look at you again, and I'm looking. Then I look at you looking at me, because I see you looking at me like I'm looking at you, right? But my fear, because what we don't realize is the trauma that men have experienced as well. Okay, we think it's just women that have experienced trauma. That's not true. So if I keep looking at you, would you say to me, "Hey, how are you?" Would you feel like that is okay? How are you doing? Or ask me, what aisle would the ketchup be on? Or where's the bread? I mean, whatever it is to initiate just the conversation. All of that is initiation.
So I'll probably be like, what the you keep looking at?
And see, you know what? And that's why I didn't like you the first time that we met.
I didn't say that to you.
No, but you were acting like that.
I was not. I was acting like a lady.
No, you
I
was
wasn't
acting stuck
all
up.
over you. I
You was
wasn't
act-
like
you didn't have- you
hey,
was acting stuck up.
I wasn't like, hey, you ain't gonna ask me for your number, so I'm gonna give you mine. I didn't do that. I didn't slide you no piece of paper. I was like, yo, what? Look,
why you doing your hand
I was
like this?
Because I was
Why you
being
doing
a
your hand
lady.
like
I was,
this?
I told you, knees together, boom.
But
I was being a lady.
You was knees together and you would turn sideways and you were like this.
I was.
Is that a lady or is that a bitter, mean ass lady?
I wasn't bitter and I wasn't mean.
I'm just asking you. I didn't know
This
what it
about
was.
to turn left.
I didn't know
What's
what
next?
it was. All I know is you were like this.
This about to turn left.
Okay, but I'm saying, so get back to it. Before it turns left, let's keep it straight. Let's keep it straight. And I'm going to ask the audience what they think, but I want to keep it straight for a minute. Would you or would you not say hello or hey or where's the bread or whatever it is to initiate the conversation? Not saying I want to go out with you.
If it was someone that I was interested in,
Sure.
I would never initiate the conversation.
wouldn't?
Never.
Do you feel like it is wrong with somebody to initiate?
No, I do not. I do not. My confidence level is not there to do it for myself. But no, I salute women that, can. I mean, long as it's not Ken. Well, I salute you. Like, do you? I mean.
And that's why I say the rules are out there. Some people believe it's not okay. Some people believe it's okay. Audience, what do you think? Do you think, if it were you, what would you do? If you're ladies who are listening, would you just initiate the conversation? Because here's what Coach says. Coach says that it's okay to initiate. It is not okay to chase.
I'd like to know what the men think. Is it a turn on for somebody to initiate with you, to initiate conversation or ask you out? Or is that just, you would rather do it yourself?
Do you know how a woman could initiate conversation? I did a whole video on this.
How?
How a woman could initiate conversation non-verbally. You don't have to say one word because of your non-verbal. If you look and you smile at me and you smile at me and you look inviting, that's initiating conversation. That's initiating too. Because most people, a lot of people
smile at people a lot that I don't want to have
not
any conversation
not like
with.
that.
It's
I ain't
throwing
talking
me
about
off.
your smile. You the way you smile, and I doubt you probably wasn't smiling at her. You see that look
I'm
you got
really
right now?
nice
No.
when I'm in-
Can't put the camera on her. You see that look she got right now? That's what she might consider smiling, and that right there is not smiling to a man. So to a man is eye contact. Smiling.
Oh no, you can't make eye contact with them. That's if you trying to. Okay,
We're talking about the initiation.
Okay. I was going to say I would never for me
exactly. So
because
you're
I wouldn't want no. I just think that's just.
But I'm saying if you were interested.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say I would never.
See, you're confusing all kind of stuff.
I thought you, but I forget I'm married. I don't have to. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. You married because first time we met y'all, it went left. It took a sharp turn left. A left. Hey.
You didn't make no eye contact with me.
I couldn't because you was like this.
I thought I had my.
You was like this. Look at me. legs crossed. It was okay with the legs crossed because you were a lady, and I like that part. I mean, how come you couldn't be a lady, hand over, hand over? Yes. What do you think about that? Oh, that's amazing. Wow. Really? Okay. You work as a security officer? Oh, okay. Wow, you're pretty strong. I mean, I'm just saying.
Why you couldn't come in like, hey, yo, let me holler at you about something? Why you couldn't come in like that? You came in, I can make faces. I mean, that was...
I only started making the faces.
I'm like...
I get paid for those faces now.
Look,
think about that. I get paid for
not those faces. Not them. Not them.
I perfected it.
But hey, that bro came in. Look, why you couldn't come in all smooth?
I mean, because at the time, your energy, and energy is a powerful thing, but your energy was off. It was like, I'm going to tell you what your energy said. The truth is, I don't want to be here. It's just like when you do comedy. You've been doing comedy a long time. And I've seen you get standing ovation after standing ovation after standing ovation. But some crowds we go to, you even told me, they came there saying, make me laugh. They didn't come there wanting to laugh. They come there saying, make me laugh. And you told me that's like pulling teeth. Well, you were that audience. You were that audience. Make me be nice to you.
No,
you were.
That was. See, you misread me. You weren't Coach Ken then.
I told you I was Ken. I tell Tammy that all the time. I was Ken.
You were there. You had one thing in mind when you came.
What was there?
Pouncing.
I didn't even think about no, because Simona, our friend, Simona introduced us. I wasn't thinking about pouncing at the time. You think about pouncing as the night goes on. I mean, you think about pouncing, okay, our producer says cap. I mean, okay, I thought about pouncing, but it wasn't a pervasive thought. It wasn't a continuous thought. But then after I saw that attitude, my boy was like, man, let's move on. That's what he said.
Anyway, let's get back to the video.
Okay. So in the video, I wanted to ask you something else. And this is what I wrote down. And this is why I put this, because I wanted to hold on. Why my thing ain't okay. No, I don't want you to do it that way. Okay. So here it is. Okay. I want to say this about men. And I want to educate women for a moment. And I hope we run this clip. That clip. Listen, ladies. Men are taught that even from a young man, it doesn't care what type of man it is, a man has been taught, has been groomed to know that if I'm going to get something of value, I have to invest something. Anything of value that I want. Even men who go out and do things, maybe selling drugs or whatever, buy a house, whatever it is, a man knows that anything of value that I'm supposed to invest in, that I have to invest in it. And here's why I say that. If a man is attempting to get you to a place without investing in you, investing his time or his money or his resources or his talents, one of the four. I didn't say not just money. It could be one of the four. He might come fix your roof. He might not have money to give you, but he can fix your roof. If he's not willing to invest in you, he's not that interested in you.
Okay.
And so what I want people to understand is this right here, is that when a woman, why do I say you don't chase? Because a man needs to invest the time, the effort, the energy, because he sees you as something valuable. If he's not willing, that's why when they say he ain't calling, he's not consistent. I said, well, he's not really interested because he's not investing, because he doesn't see you as that valuable that I need to invest my time, my energy, my consistency to get you.
So you said you had a question for me.
Yeah, the question is this right here. I needed to just get that off my chest.
Okay.
I forgot what the question was, but I needed to get that off my chest. But I got a question.
You got a question. Okay.
I got a question for you. There are a lot of ladies out there where the guy, it's a delicate balance, because what they do is they justify why he's not investing. Well, he's super busy. If a man wants to be with you, I don't give a damn how busy he is. See, it's not because I put up a video a long time ago when a man, that my first video that ever went viral, when a man says, I don't have enough time. So, but the idea is this, a lot of us are busy. The man, we're not valuing the time that he doesn't have. We're valuing the time that he does have. The time that I do have, am I willing to include you in it? Okay? And so, my question, what do you tell ladies, because you coach now, who aren't willing to invest in them? The man, they make excuses for the man not willing to invest. What do you tell them?
Well, I always tell them, a person puts their time and money to me is the same thing. And where a person spends their money or spends their time, if it's not with you, it ain't you, pretty much. We get caught up, I think ladies, we get caught up more with the fantasy of being in a relationship. The thought of being in a relationship, that sometimes we would sacrifice our desires or our needs or our wants just to have that label, just to say that when a person doesn't spend time with them, when they don't, you get their leftovers, you get that the second day Thanksgiving meal, you get invited over, you get that, you got fresh food. we went to my mom's house and ate fresh.
It was fresh, and you cooked too.
Then,
you throwed that thing. I just had to throw that out there. She cooked Thanksgiving for the whole family. Listen, yo.
But then some people have to get the leftovers. Some people have to get what's left. You don't
They
get
have
that.
to, or they choose to.
Well, they choose to. I don't know that they know that they're getting leftovers. So sometimes it's a have to, and sometimes it's a choose to. But if
you
you're
can't
not
heat
being
that up in
served
a
first, if you're not being served first, then I would reconsider whose table you're sitting at. Wow. It's basically, it. Now, if you don't mind, some folk don't mind getting the second, what's left. Some people don't mind, and if that's your story, hey, you eat that dressing the second day. The seasoning is a little better anyway. But those, you get what I'm saying?
Your dressing that second day was just as good as the first day.
And that's what my mama told me.
It was. She had some the second day too.
Yes, she did.
That dress, let me tell you something. So sometimes, I guess that brings to the point. Sometimes you can't tell the difference between leftovers and the main meal and that fresh meal.
Wow.
So, and the reason why, because it looks the same, smells the same. It gets, but here's the difference though. There is one difference though.
What is the difference?
The second day, when you eat what's on the second day, right? You chose to eat what was left.
Oh, that's so good. On that second day, you choose to eat what's left. And so make that fit with this right here. I get it, but
you choose to eat, many of us, because it looks like the fresh food, because it tastes like the fresh food. The relationship looks like we in a relationship.
Okay, side piece.
Feels
y'all hear
like
that?
we in a relationship.
Y'all choose.
But we choosing to, but because
to eat dressing after that air done hit it and it changed the colors a little bit, but it still got a little.
So I was trying to make a point.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm trying to make a point.
I was trying to get to the women. Go ahead.
But what I'm saying is it's not fresh, right?
That's so good.
But you choose to say, even though it's leftover, it's close enough to fresh. It ain't 3 days removed or 4 days removed.
Boy, you know what I'm about to give you.
Not one of them kissy things.
Yes,
because you
be asking for stuff at the wrong time. Remember?
Yeah. We about to wrap this up. But the kiss thing.
Look,
hold on. Over the holidays, show them your little Grinch. Okay, our producers tomorrow. We got to wrap this up. So you done had this little Grinch, and she been a stocking stuffer, right? Now I got all these candies. Remember, she said I could cash in all these candies. I had one extra one. I can cash them in. But every time I try to cash it in, she don't take EBT cards.
I be giving him rain checks.
She don't take the money. She don't take Bitcoin. So what I'm saying is, how good are these? She don't take the currency. So that's all.
Listen, you get rain checks. Rain checks are good for how long? Up to 2-3 years.
Okay. Well, anyway, so before we get into it, listen, y'all. I like conversations like this, but I want you to continue the conversation and have these conversations with people around you. So you know what we're doing? We have our moment of truth game, y'all. Along both show that. Oh, show the box. This is the sex version, and that is the regular version, the original version. And all of our products, including this, are on special for, and we're gonna do it probably till next week. 20% off. Get the bundle, y'all. It's BLK 2024. BLK 2024, and you get 20% off all our products. But I never talk about the products we've done other than the books, the games. But y'all, we have a lot of classes that we've taught. We've got 5-day classes, 3-day classes on communication, classes on everything. Go to coachkencanion.com and click on store and go to our classes and look at all of the things that we have to offer, because there's something there that you might need. Bet. All right.
So pulling back into the show before I do this. So would you say there is a rule for dating for women? Or,
there are a number
you just said what, but not chase. So the what be
I said it's okay to initiate,
but not chase.
Now, do I believe that you should have certain standards? You could call them rules. Yes, I do. Okay, but I think ultimately you have to create that for yourself.
Maybe we'll talk about the standards of dating or how to create standards.
Let's talk about that
because
as the new year
remember you used to say never compromise your standards.
I did.
And I realized I couldn't compromise what I didn't have. So I'm going to go with this
That's
right
deep.
here.
That's deep.
From the original version. You have a gallon of water and you saw your ex on fire. You and your ex broke up because he or she slept with your best friend. You would A, use your water to put the fire out immediately. B, wait a few seconds, then put the fire out. C, set the water down and let them put themselves out. Or D, drink the water while walking away.
Wow. They slept with my ex.
They slept with your ex.
They might slept with my ex, but I can't watch them die. So
they didn't say nothing about death on here. They just said
but
burning.
if they keep burning, what was A and B again?
Use your water to put them out immediately. Wait a few seconds, then put the fire out.
They slept with my man.
Yeah.
And my man was going up in them just deep and just every kind of way you could think about it. Hold on. And then they probably sucking my man off too. No, because I'm just thinking.
Kenny, what would you do?
Listen, I'm gonna have to wait a minute, B. I'm gonna wait a minute because I'm gonna be thinking about all that other stuff. I'm gonna wait a minute, and then I throw the water on them. Because I mean, they got to get disfigured a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, just a little bit.
For myself, I would say I hope they were in attendance in elementary school when they learned to stop, drop, and roll.
That is
because
wrong.
I'm going to drink my water while walking away.
Are you gonna let them die?
No, I'm not gonna let them die. Didn't we talk about choices earlier today? Audience, what would you do? What would you do? You have a gallon of water and you saw your ex on fire. You and your ex broke up because he or she slept with your best friend. You would A, use water and put them out immediately. B, wait a few seconds, then put the fire out. C, set the water down and let them put themselves out. D, drink the water while walking away. I'm probably going to be real thirsty right about then. Fire make that hot and heat, it make you thirsty. I'm going to drink my water.
That's cold.
Stop, drop, and roll. What do you think, audience? We're the Grand Canyons. Thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday night.
Who am I married to?
I'm just saying. I mean, you slept with my best friend.
Who am I married to?
Listen,
It's cold.
I'm not going to leave you by yourself. I'm going to push her in the fire with you. Thank y'all for joining us on the night if she slept with you. We're the Grand Canyons, and we're out.